Angie's fishing adventure in Georgia.
Yep.
She
Can't
looks
catch a
like
fish, but I'm
made a new friend.
His name is Marty.
Yeah, he seems to be hanging around. He has more faith in you than I do.
Oh, I think he does. He's thinking that I know how to catch a fish, so.
Yeah, I think he
thinks that I'm going to catch something out here. He's a pretty big boy.
Yeah, he is.
He was all the way over by those lilies over there. He came all the way over here.
Yeah, he's been following you the whole way.
He was. He's like, hey, buddy.
I think he's finally given up, though.
I think so. I think he doesn't think I'm going to catch anything.
Or he's gonna wait and see what you get out there.
Yeah. Oh no, buddy, don't bite my line.
I don't think there's any fish in this lake. I think the alligators ate them all.
I think so too. Well, you can keep everything except for bass, they said.
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe we'll have some fried gator tonight, but...
I think that's about the only thing I'm going to catch. But hey, it's fun. I'm outside. I can be irritated.
Hey everybody, we're back.
Yay!
We spent the winter in Florida. The last video was
a few months ago.
December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, December. We just arrived in Florida after a grueling overnight trip, and we decided not to leave Florida for the winter.
Nope.
So we've been traveling around Florida a little bit,
fun.
Staying places for a month or two at a time, and having a good time in the nice weather, waiting out all the COVID stuff. Just kind of hiding out from everything.
Yep.
So it worked out pretty good. We didn't really want to leave before we knew what was going on with COVID and all the mask requirements and everything else. So now we're finally on the road again.
Yep. And we have a new co-pilot.
We do have a new co-pilot. His name is Saki.
Yep. He's a Shiba Inu, and he is a little over 4 months old. Such a good boy. And when we got him at 8 weeks, he was what, 6 pounds?
Yeah, he was. I think he was 6 pounds. He was about a quarter of the size that he is now. So in the last 2 months, he grew like a weed. We've been giving him cigarettes to smoke and letting him drink alcohol, and he just will not stop growing. He's actually we've spent the last 2 months kind of training him.
Yep, getting him RV ready, and
yeah, we had to housebreak him a little bit. He was actually pretty easy.
Yep.
The breeder we got him from pretty much had him housebroken already. He was around a lot of kids all the time, so he's really super people friendly. He
likes other dogs.
He loves people. He likes to bark a little bit, which is kind of unusual for the breed, but I think he's getting quieter.
He's getting a lot quieter.
Yeah, when he was a puppy, he was barking at everything.
Yeah.
Now he just barks at something that makes him irritated.
Nervous. Irritated or nervous.
Kind of like me. Kind of like I want to do. I want to just bark at anything anytime something makes me irritated. So yeah. So now we're on the road, and we are in Georgia. We put on about 500 miles in the last few days.
No death problems.
Yeah, we stopped here, and we're going to spend about 5 days here, or whatever.
Or whatever.
And we'll see how that goes. So far it's rained, a lot. But it's rainy season. That's why we wanted to get out of Florida. It's hurricane season. It's getting warm. We're going to travel up and go to some cooler places. Yep. Not many issues on the RV over the winter.
No.
We did have an issue with the tires.
Yep.
Noticed two of the tires were losing air pressure, and we were watching it kind of all winter and trying to figure out what it was. We didn't know if there was a nail in the tire or if the valve stems were loose or what.
So finally, I think you went out there with the dish soap.
Yeah, I put the dish soap around the valve stems and around the rim, and we found that these
tire pressure gauges,
tire pressure monitors, they're plastic, and they're supposed to be self-contained. They're sealed, so you can't open them or anything, but they leak.
Yep.
And we found that 2 of them were leaking very slowly. We were losing about probably 5 or 10 pounds a month.
Yep.
On them. And we had that problem with our American coach too.
Yes.
And we had one, I think at least one that was leaking on that one. So we took them all off and decided to change them to a different brand. But these ones have been working good, other than they leak.
They leak.
So
what I did is I called up Tiffin with the problem, and they were great. They said, "Oh, how many do you need? We'll send them out next day if you need them, if you're traveling." And I'm like, "Oh no, just send them slow boat. We're okay." Got the new ones. Mike put them on, and put the right pressure for them, and
we were lucky.
Yeah, we were lucky.
The last thing we wanted to do was deal with a tire company because the truck tire places are so terrible around there.
Yeah. Now we're not headed to Freightliner to have any tires looked at. There's no way.
Yeah, we did a nice wash and wax before we left, and everything has been holding up pretty good. The awnings, we have window awnings, and one of those fell off one day. I put the awning out and the awning fell off. Screw on it vibrated loose, so that was it. We still have this. We have this TV here. We haven't been able to use it much because
it doesn't angle.
We can't angle it out of the sun. So anytime we want to watch it, the sun or the light is reflecting in it. And all the other ones that we've had would actually pull out, and then you can angle it left or right or up or down. And this one is just fixed. So
and the compartment leaks.
Yeah, and the compartment leaks water. We noticed that I keep my remotes down here, but you can see a little rust starting to form in there. So there's a leak somewhere in that seal up there. I just haven't quite pinpointed it yet. So we're gonna see if we can maybe fix that, get something with a swivel. And let's see what else we got. We have the crack. Yeah, the crack is still in the windshield. And we're just gonna leave that because I figured, yeah, the windshield's just gonna crack again anyway. So no point replacing it because it actually just goes up to the corner here and then it's done. So it's not a big deal. We have this Mobileye lane assist monitoring sensor here. Well, that doesn't work.
And we've talked to other people that no one else has gotten it to work either. So.
No, so we just turn it off because it's more irritating than anything. It just beeps at you going down the road and screams at you and fires off alarms. We've got this window here the seal is broken. So it's fogging. It fogged when we were on our way out to Arizona.
Yep.
When the whole thing was frozen with ice.
Big sheet of ice, I think, broke that seal. So I've been dealing with Tiffin to get a new one, and found a place that was gonna bring it in and change it out for us. No problem, they'll deal with it. Well, a week later, don't hear anything. 3 weeks, nothing. Well, apparently, Tiffin is back ordered on them for 3 to 6 months. So that is where we're gonna probably have to end up back at Red Bay to get it repaired. But our name is on one, so it's all reserved for us, and they'll call me when they have one. So until then, we wait. We wait. That's the only reason we need to go to Tiffin now. So far that's it.
The shower hasn't been leaking anymore. We fixed the shower leak ourselves. That's been fine.
It's been fine.
And they've been pretty good. Anytime we needed a part, they would just send us the part
as quick as possible.
So yeah, Tiffin has been pretty good. I mean, it's kind of a pain
to call, and you don't ever call and leave your name, and they'll call you back. No.
Well,
get a human.
I just let her call all the time because I don't like sitting on the phone with these guys.
No.
Because it's an hour. It's an hour long. Anytime.
Yeah. The last time I called, I forgot I was going to start my phone and watch and videotape it so everyone could time lapse it. I'm like, oh crap, but.
Yeah, we've been dragging around all of our. We had to drag around a ladder because we don't have a ladder on the back of the coach. And the Allegros don't have a ladder on them, so we have to drag around a ladder. We drag around this spot-free rinse, so when we wash it, we have RO water, so we don't have to wipe everything down. We've got a water softener, and that has to be recharged depending on how bad the water is. It's been about every month. In Florida. And if we go up north, the water gets pretty hard, or if you go out west, it's really hard water. So we have to recharge about every week out there.
But here is our awesome lake that we get to be on, and it's a private lake.
Yeah, right here we're in eastern Georgia, right on the coast, and yeah, they have a lake. We're gonna Angie's gonna get out there and wrestle some alligators.
I'm gonna try and fish. I haven't fished forever. I just YouTubed how to cast.
Yeah, we didn't bring any of our fishing equipment with us, so we had to go to Walmart and buy all new stuff. It was the only place that had fishing equipment around here.
Yeah, but we'll give it a try. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Yeah. But we're looking to kind of do some more traveling here this summer, and we actually were looking to go out west. And the trouble we have found that is irritating is we can't book anywhere. Every place is just packed. And I have to find an RV resort that accepts 45-foot RVs. And a lot of them out there don't, and everything was a lot of booked.
Well, that's been the problem so far. We haven't had any RV issues to speak of. However, finding places to stay is a big problem. Everybody bought RVs during COVID, and now they're booking. People must be booking
6 months,
3-4 months in advance.
Oh yeah.
Because every RV resort we've looked at, like all the bigger ones, are booked up for 3 or 4 months.
Even like the big Class A only ones are all booked, which is really surprising.
And we just didn't want to make plans like that. I mean, we kind of bought the RV just to be free and just kind of roam around.
Hey, and roam, yeah.
And now we're finding out that we've got to make plans 4 months in advance. And I don't want to do that. I know you don't want to do it. I know Saki doesn't want to do it either. I mean, Saki doesn't like planning at all.
No.
Well, that's the problem that we've got into, is that driving around in the RV, we don't even want to plan the next day, much less for 4 months from now, because we don't know if it's going to break down.
Exactly, and that's my big fear, is because you book these places, you have to put your deposit down, and if you cancel, they keep all your money.
Yeah, well, or if we find a place that we really like,
we want to stay
we want to stay there for a month.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say we want to stay for a month. Well, the problem with RV resorts is that if you book and then you cancel, they keep either your deposit or your entire money.
Yep.
So we've lost our money quite a few times so far this last fall and this winter, just by booking things that we didn't decide we weren't going to make it to those places. So we've lost thousands of dollars just already.
Yeah, and that's
why I think what we'll do is we'll just drive around, and if we can find a spot, we'll go
put
there.
our head down that night, and otherwise we'll
if not, we'll
keep
just
traveling.
Stay where we can.
Yep.
That's our only thing. And the biggest problem is that the RV is 45 feet.
Yep.
So if we didn't have this 45-foot RV, if we had something like a 30-footer, then we could simply go to a lot of different places. Yep. But this limits where we can go.
Well, that was the one place out in South Dakota in prime time like this, they don't allow 45-foot ones in. They take and they divide up the spots for 2. So it was pretty interesting.
So
we're headed up to the Midwest, and that's the only thing we have a set date on of trying to be there by the end of July.
Yeah, that's the only place we have to go.
Yep.
Other than that, we're just going to kind of travel and do whatever.
Yep. Have some fun. Have some adventures finally.
And hopefully things will go well. But
hopefully RV does not break down.
If not, you'll be the first. Well, no, the dealer will be the first. No, Tiffin will be the first to know.
Tiffin will be the first.
And then
you guys will be the next.
Repair facility will be the second to know. And then you guys
mean my repair facility?
Yes, exactly. I got a big toolbox that I've got a whole storage compartment with a gigantic toolbox in here. So I'm ready. I mean, I'm ready. I'm fixing stuff already. I mean, there's been some things, but things. The windshield wiper fluid didn't work the other day coming here, so it was just electrical wire unhooked. But stuff like that.
Yep. No big deals. Easy stuff.
So
for him.
So we'll keep on traveling here, and we'll hopefully make more videos.
Wish me luck fishing.
Wish her luck not falling in.
Hooking myself.